Hi there and welcome to TheSimmersNook. So this is my face. This is the first time I'm showing my face around here. I'm just testing this out. I was thinking, after seeing some videos around of other simmers and all, if I would like to make an appearance on here from time to time. This doesn't mean that the time-lapse type videos will disappear, because I kind of like that for certain builds. And they're faster to edit, they're easier for me to record and all, so they won't disappear. Also, by the way, if you hear some purring, here's Wanda. I feel like you should say hi to the camera, Wanda. Say hi, baby. Oh, yeah, so she's coming and going because I have my balcony open and she likes to go and stare out there, but sometimes she comes back for cuddles. So you might see a tail wagging around or cat hairs everywhere. So I felt like it would be nice to experiment with me showing on camera for doing things like challenges and stuff, because I feel like they might be a little bit more fun if you see my frustration face and how I struggle. Let me know what you think in the comments, if I should keep this coming, if I should just stick to the time lapses, or if you will like a nice mix and match between both of them. So today, what we are doing is a challenge that I've seen 2 people do already on YouTube, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was so much fun. I've seen Sid Mac do it and Lil Simsy. I also thought that it would be a good time to introduce the Growing Together pack. I don't want to do a specific video for that because I feel like YouTube is already saturated about that, and right now, as I'm speaking and recording, I'm focusing on another series on the channel. So this will go out late anyway, so I'm not going to focus on the Growing Together pack. I just thought I could experiment with it on the way as we do this challenge. I'm going to be building in San Sequoia, which is the new word that comes with Growing Together, the new pack. So I'm building in this lot. I just decided this is a kind of a small lot, but this is good so I don't go overboard. As you can see, it's a 30 by 20 and I'm scared. Oh, wish me luck. This is the first challenge I ever do on this channel. So let me tell you what it's about. So as I said, I've seen 2 people do this challenge and both of them did it slightly different. I don't know who originated this challenge or if it's kind of like changing in between, but what I've seen Sid Mac do, which I think is the one I will follow, is basically every room doubles in size, but they did it a slightly different. So Sid Mac did it like this, like you will start with a 1x1 tile room and then go 1x2. So she basically doubled the tiles, so you will do like something like this, then 8, then 16, then 32, 64, etc, etc. And with this you have to build a house. Then what Lil Simsy did was basically double the width of the square and keep the squares. So basically she went for this, then this, and keep on going. I'm gonna go with the first one because I feel like making this this is probably a size of a room I will never do in real life, in my real building. I kind of want to see where this goes. Also, what Sid Mac did that I kind of like is that she also built like maybe a 64 room that was something like this, obviously without these walls, but you know what I mean, like it doesn't necessarily need to be square. I kind of had an idea about how to place this already, and I'm gonna place this around here. Basically, I was thinking about doing this one in the entrance. I haven't seen a specific set of rules. I just figured out that if you have to work with a 64 tiles room, then obviously you can't build inside that little rooms. So obviously I'm not gonna build walls inside, and I'm not gonna take off walls. So this is a room, although what we can do, and this is probably one thing I'm gonna do, is put columns here and then add a span roll over here to open up the space. I thought that maybe something that we could do is like sort of an entrance little nook where you maybe have some storage, maybe you could have some shelves, a wall space like this, so you can like kind of hang your coats. I'm gonna put some of these here, like just for organization's sake. I'm gonna put some shelves in here for like shoes. Now let me put some wallpaper. I like this one. This is cute. Let's apply this swatch. Okay, and I feel like we should put some lights on here so we can see properly. What looks like a closet? Wasn't there a hanging lamp? Oh yeah, this is perfect. I feel like this is perfect for the space there. And let's clutter this up with some shoes, some things to put on the shelves. I've kind of realized today how little we add closets in our builds in The Sims. In our houses we have so many closets, so many storage space, and then on The Sims we have literally nothing. Hey Wanda. She's coming by to say hi again. Hi there. I think I want to do a little wall light like this so we could see a little better in there. So that's my one tile. Okay, we have one room. I'm gonna cut this off, but that took so long. And I immediately thought about putting them side by side. Now I'm not so sure. Ugh. Thinking. Yeah, okay. So this will work like this. This will be the house entrance. And then we will have this space here. I'm not exactly sure for what yet. So, okay, we have that. We have some lining in here. And I'm thinking that this is gonna be the main door area. So I'm gonna put it already so we can kind of start having an idea of how this whole house will look like. Let's filter with growing together and see if there's something we can use. Oh, I like this door. Oh, this one is kind of cute too. I'm gonna go with sage green. Okay, so we'll go with sage green. That will give us a little bit of a different style. Maybe we can do sage green on the inside as well. Okay, let's see what tiles we have for growing together. I kind of like this. This is nice. This is cute. I think I might use this one for the exterior later. I think, you know what, I'm gonna put it on, like on this part for now, so I can remember. We have a pretty big door, so we need to be careful about putting things there. Let's see what we got with the pack. I haven't taken a proper look at all this stuff, although I have seen like builds and things like that. I've seen some things and how they look like. I was thinking about maybe putting something like this in the entrance, but we don't have a lot of room, so maybe we'll just keep it basic. Oh look, the gallery wall. Yes, I've seen the gallery wall before. It looks kind of nice. I think that it will look good in the entrance. Let's see what we get. Oh, these swatches are so nice. Oh, that's Art Nouveau. So cute. I think they sold me with the Art Nouveau. Okay, oh, these mirrors. Oh, this mirror is so nice for an entrance too. What should I do? Let's put the door first. That will help me visualize what we get, and then I'll decide what to do with these things. I was thinking about an archway instead of using spandrels again. I don't usually like that, but I kind of like how it looks in here, like on this side. Let's do that. I don't know how I feel about that right now, but let's try that. But I think I might use, this is too big for here, but I kind of like this one in here as an entrance sort of light. It also serves as a little bit of decor. I like that. And I'm not sure what to do with the rest of the things. Okay, so I said the gallery wall for later. Let's do a mirror moment like so. Okay, let's put some pictures like such. Let's change the swatch because black doesn't fit in here. This bronze maybe. Or maybe I could put them like so. Oh, they look nice together. I'm gonna try that. Maybe I should just give up. I don't like how that looks, and it kind of does weird things. I'm complicating myself, aren't I? I will put something like this, but I find it a little bit big for this space. It clips to the walls a little bit and to the door. What if I do this? It's off-centered and it makes me a little mad. I'm gonna put a couple of plants. There we go. I love this hanging plant. Like ever since we got it, I've been using it a lot. It's just so perfect. It fits everywhere too. I've overused the bamboo so much that I'm a little bit tired of it now. What about this one? Smaller in the corner. There. Doesn't look too terrible. I kind of want to put something else on that table. Let me see. Okay, So after some undeciding moments, I just put the coins there and the books. I don't want to close this off, but I thought that maybe I could put a curtain in there. I think it will be easier if I just put the wall back in there. I'm gonna go for this ones. I'm just gonna clip them there on top. I just don't have an idea about what to do there. Okay, what if I do a little studio space? Okay, let's do a studio space with spandrels again. I'm not convinced about having these always, like, there's a door here, a door here, a door here. It's a little bit overwhelming, maybe. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do the next two rooms first, in fact. So we're gonna have an 8 squares room, which will be really nice for a bathroom, because then the next one is gonna be way too big, right? Okay, let me arrange this. So this is gonna be a bathroom. We're keeping up with the bump out, as I said, around here. I wanted that for this house. Okay, so the next size of room, I don't know why I did this weird shape, but I feel like that's really good for a bathroom. And I think I'm gonna leave the 64 for the living room space, because I can do a big open space here. Initially I wasn't going to build like this, but I feel like I should. So 64, we need a 64 thing. So I'm gonna put the 2x2 here. There we go. Should I do the other room and as a second floor kind of a thing? Yeah, so if we wanted to have a second floor, it will have to be as big as the one below, or almost. So I don't think I want that. I think we'll have this as our show. I'm not super happy with this as the outside. Kind of thinking about ways that maybe I can make it a little bit more interesting. I'm always a little bit uninspired to roof things like this, but maybe I can make it work. I don't know. I'm never sure about roofs, but I'm not mad about this one. Is this okay? Okay, I'm kind of thinking maybe if we put this down a little bit, maybe pull this one out a little bit more, this one a little bit more, because I'm kind of thinking that it will look better the more flat it is. Okay. So what about the paneling? I'm not mad about this look. So I could do paneling like so, and I don't think it will look bad. But I was thinking about keeping up with the sage green. For whatever reason, I went with that today. And I'm thinking about using this one. I don't know. This is not what I will do normally, but I'm not mad about it. Now we will raise this in a foundation. Okay, you know what? It's the first time I try a roof like this and I kind of like it. I'm like, I like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the actual going together ones, because they do fit in here. I think I'm gonna have to put a railing around here. Maybe the spandrels will work to make it better. Let's see. Because, I mean, especially these ones that are from growing together, I feel like they fit in here. I'm fighting so much with this. I kind of like this one. Okay, so I learned this trick from Sid Mac. You basically just grab a fence of these, like these small fences that you basically don't see, and you put them where you want your trim, because the trim didn't work before, and it does now. Now it clips to where it should clip. See, now it works, and it works perfectly there. Hi again. So for you it's been a second, for me it's been 3 days. I had to take a little pause. I stopped recording to do the landscaping of this house and finish the touches with the windows and all, because I'm a perfectionist. I struggle a lot, like I test a lot of things, I move them around, and I know that's not like fun to watch. I feel like it's a little bit of a repetitive thing to do, so I'm gonna give you a quick tour of how this looks, and then we'll go inside. I also decided to do first the outside of the house and the landscaping and all, so I can like go inside knowing that I won't mess anything up if I do it the other way around, because I know that happens sometimes. This is the front of the house. I think it looks really cute. I've matched some of these flowers, some of these purple flowers that I saw everywhere. And I did this little pathway here with just the terrain paint and some rocks around here. So here we have the entrance of the house. Let me show you. I've put these 2 plants here. I think it looks really, really cute. I've put some of these lamps from Growing Together that I really, really love. I think I'm going to use them so much from now on, probably until I get tired. For the windows, I used these new ones from Growing Together. I combined, these are actually 2. And then I used these big ones over here and in another part in the back. On this side, we barely have nothing. I just did like little clutters of vegetation, so it looks a little bit more lived in and natural. Whoops, here comes Cat. Hi. Then on this side, I added this pathway. I kept it really, really simple here inside because sometimes I go a little bit crazy, but I didn't want to do that this time. I feel like this was necessary because this is supposed to be a starting family home and it gives such a cozy vibe. I think it was new, right, from the new pack as well. A little pool with a floaty, some fairy lights around here, and then you can move this way and you have a barbecue over here. One of the new bikes from Growing Together, these are actually kids bikes, I think. And then this pergola was a last minute addition. I basically kept it simple. I put a couple of things from Growing Together, like this bike fixing kit, I think it was, this toy. Then I put this carpet, which is actually from the playground thing that came with it, but I wanted to add it. Some pillows, the telescope, an easel over there so you can have a few skills around here, and just a cozy couch to look out, because look at this view. I did use a couple of plants from Growing Together. I really like the new additions that we got. They're not many. I always wish for more plants. This couch I think is Growing Together too. So this is it. I hope you like it. Now let's move to the inside to finish those rooms already. I had to change the wall height because of some of the detailing I wanted to include outside, and I'm not sure if I should change this door, by the way. I think I'm going to change it for this one, so it's a little bit more open. Okay, I was thinking of playing a little bit with wall heights around here. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, so let me try to do this first, in case I have to fix something. Let's try the platform thingy, which I always struggle with. Another platform. Okay, and then here maybe just we'll match it up. Okay, and I wanted to do here like a sort of little studio space. I don't know if you will be able to use it. I need to test out a couple of things before actually putting this on the gallery, but I will. This is really big, but it's kind of nice and it fits right there. I don't know if it will be a bit odd. This is more kid related. I kind of like this desk. When I'm building things, I usually like when the desks have these double shelf things so I can clutter them up. Let's go with this one. Actually, it clips to the walls up, but I don't mind that there. I'm gonna go with the orange here. Maybe we could go with dark wood instead, if I'm gonna go with that. It kind of matches this type of sage green that we have going on around the house. So I don't know if it's gonna work as we have this like wall height difference thing, but sometimes I go with a double divider moment. I love this one. With the right swatch, I think you have a swatch that matches with everything. I go in with this one and match it there because I really like how that looks. Like obviously in reality you wouldn't put this plant with those candles, but I feel like it looks nice. So I was thinking about putting it, but maybe only on this too, because on here it will start to look odd. There, I think. Okay, great. I'm actually thinking about what curtains I want to put there, because I want to put something. I think I'm going to use these ones from Island Living. I'm not exactly sure which ones. Maybe this ones. I'm going to try to pull them higher there. Because they kind of match perfectly in there. They don't clip with my desk. This is like, I'm trying to think of this as a kind of like maybe the mom's creativity nook. She comes here to do her thing. Maybe she has a business that she runs from home, and I want to make it cozy for her. I was thinking maybe some boxes, so whatever she's working on, she might have some organization down there. Because it takes me a while to clutter, I'm just gonna give you a little tour. But basically, I I added some more lights in there. I just kept it simple on the top shelf with these three things. I added this little basket here because I thought maybe the kid wants to come and be with mom. The infant can sit here as she works. And then I just added some clutter I found around. This is from the new bag, it's so cute. I just added some decoration, an agenda for organization, and yeah, some boxes down there. Okay, I had a couple more plants there and one here. I don't know if it's too much. Now I'm gonna do the living room over here. Oh, I realized you can kind of mount this to make them like double. And I think you can do it with both heights and they both work. Let me try that. Yeah, look, they both work. I kind of like them better this way. These kind of gives me island living vibes. I think it will match this back. This is the time to use the new rug. I'm not a big fan. I'm not usually a big fan of rugs with this sort of patterns. Like, I've seen them all my life. One of those that your mom has, everyone has. But it's true that there's certain swatches here that I don't mind as much. Like, for example, this one. Oh, this one's really nice. Okay, I'm liking it better. I've seen a lot of people using the default swatch or like maybe the similar swatches, and I don't love them, but there's like really nice different swatches in here that I was not expecting. It's kind of perfect actually. This is starting to look like it's coming together. Nice. I'm just searching for some island living things. By the way, I'm gonna put this later on the counter, so I'm gonna leave it here to remember. I was like going through the things and I think that it kind of matches the vibe that I'm going for here. Oh god, I've been searching for that item forever. So I'm finally ready to show you how this looks like. I've been like for a good 10 minutes searching for this object because I couldn't remember the pack. This is from Uops and I think this was added on base game. I was searching for these two things because lately I love to put them beside fireplaces. I think it looks nice and realistic. Please ignore the fruit bowl around there. It's just for later for the kitchen. I'm going to show you what I've done around here. I've moved some things around. I remember that I really wanted to put this piano. This is basically the only spot. Here's what we have. I added some kids stuff around here like this and this little sculpture because it's so cute and it's kind of like the smallest one of them all. I've also used this item that comes with growing together that I don't really love, but you know, we're testing growing together. So over here I've put a couple of more things like these puzzles here. Like some of these I also added in the piano around here. I also added this table. I had to shrink it down. I kind of like this table, but it is a little bit on the bigger side. And yeah, this is what we have. I put some more toys around here. The new speaker. Let me change the swatch, I think. Yeah, so basically that's it. I think it looks really cozy, doesn't it? Look at this. So cozy. I put a thing over here that I've moved to this side. I will decorate later this part a little bit better. Well, I don't know if I'm going to add much more, but that's what we have so far. So let's keep going with the kitchen. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, so let's see. For the counters, I think I'm going to go with island living. I think the default swatch might be the best option around here with our colors and all of that. So I was going to put a dining area in here. And now I'm not sure, is it gonna be too small? I think I'm gonna try and see. So we have this one which is long, but yeah, we will kind of need a smaller one. I'm working this out a little bit more. So I feel like this was probably a couple's house because we don't even have a kid's room or anything, but they got a kid and yeah, so they're not ready to move out just yet and the kid is not big enough. I think this house can work out and this is why we maybe just have this for eating, because if it's just a couple then maybe they can eat either outside watching the views or maybe here in the counter, because I know I will do that. Yeah, so we don't have eating space in this house. We're doing the best we can with what we have. Okay, so I finished this part. I moved the door a little bit and I decided to move this one to this side. And then you might remember at the beginning I wanted to use these frames. I thought I could use them here. And then I added this plant again. I really love this plant. I think I'm going to use it a lot in the upcoming builds. I put it out here too, but I've shrunk it down a little because it's a little too big. I've used this other plant. I'm not a huge fan of the vase. Like, I don't mind this big part, but the vase is a little So the swatches on here are obviously intended to be for like maybe a kid's changing table space, but I kind of like it. I thought it was a good addition to have here in the kitchen. And also look at this swatch is perfect because it has this green thing that matches the rest of the things that we have around. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. This is what our kitchen looks like. Doesn't it look cozy? I love it. Technically they should be able to use this counter and this one for cooking, and probably and this one for this both for eating. So I think we're okay. I basically just added a little bit of clutter, kitchen clutter. I added these plants around here, some aprons around here. Oh, I think I was missing the smoke alarm. Let's put it there. And I also added a coat rack over here so we could have a little bit more space, and then some picture frames because I realized that I haven't put any more of these. And yeah, we're done with the living room, kitchen space. Finally, this is the biggest room. I made a pause to do this bathroom over here that I'm going to show you in a second, but I realized something. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I decided to do like the miniature for the video with all the squares together, and I realized that I was missing one square in this house. So you might notice now that we have this extra room. We were missing the 8 square room. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how that skipped my mind. I'm feeling really dumb right now. But yeah, I was like counting and checking, and I was like, okay, 1, 2, then 4, then 8. And I was like thinking the bathroom was 8 and then 16, and I was like for a moment, where's the 16 tile room? And here's the bathroom. I'm sure some of you noticed. If you didn't, don't feel bad. I was building and I didn't either. You might remember that we had a little bump out here. So I've done this off camera, but basically I pulled this wall up to there. So there's 4 extra squares, which takes off 4 extra squares from here. And then I basically enlarged this one, the extra squares that we needed. And this is how it looks outside. I've quickly fixed it. I basically moved around the vegetation a little. Added a window here so it's not so dark and it doesn't look so odd. Then these vines over here with the flowers. It wasn't that bad of effects, like it could have been much worse. And in fact we can actually treat this as this was maybe like a walk-in closet that they had in the bedroom and they decided to turn it into the nursery. So we actually have a little more space for the nursery, and we're gonna get with that in a second. But now let me show you the bathroom. So here's what we did with the bathroom. I didn't record this because I was thinking, hey, this is gonna be a quick thing, it's just a bathroom, and then I got a little bit carried away. Like, as it was a big bathroom and we have this new shower in Growing Together, this new bath and shower, and we have more space, I decided to put it up in a platform, and I kind of was playing around with it. So in this corner I decorated a little with some candles. It looks so cozy. I put this thing up. I feel like it looks a little bit odd. I never use it because of exactly that. I put a couple of new posters that we have from Growing Together, and then around here we have also the potty for the kid. And then I did a double sink moment over here with some clutter, 2 mirrors from Growing Together as well, and these 2 lamps from Growing Together, as well as some clutter over here. And also I used this sink that is from Growing Together, and I kind of like that it has this little bit over here so you can kind of clutter up, and I clutter up with some towels over there and with some toilet paper, because I think that it always looks realistic to have it around somewhere. As for the walls, I used this one that I didn't like for the kitchen or anything, but here I kind of like it, and I kept this wall in stone because I feel like it could look nice. There we have it. This is our bathroom. It's actually kind of cute. I like it. I'm gonna raise this once and put an archway. This window is completely too small for this curtains, but I don't think I'm going to use them if not here. So this is the bed that comes with this pack. I'm going to put this in this wall. Okay, so to be honest, I don't even want to add too much clutter to this. I kind of like it this way. There's a couple of things I want to do, but they're like pretty fast. I was also thinking about adding this mirror over here or something as decoration because I really like it. Although we do have 2 mirrors there, but you know. So I'm gonna do curtains, then clutter. These ones from Base Game are ones of my favorites because they're actually pretty useful. They kind of fit easily in a lot of places, and also I like that you can kind of combine them like this. They're under this colorful swatch, which I mean is not very usable, so I think a lot of people don't see them, but they're actually really nice. There's a lot of weird swatches there though. Okay, so we're done with the room finally. I just quickly wanted to show you before turning it into day how cozy it looks at night. I actually removed the saucer lights because I thought that maybe with the lighting that we had could be enough. So basically the kids' room nursery, I kept it like really simple because it's small, so we don't have a lot of space to clutter. And yeah, I put some fairy lights over here because I thought that would look cute. I added a plant on this corner just to brighten up the space, and this basket, which is kind of like a foxy. Okay, we had to move the foxy over there so it didn't got sunken down. And then we have this space here, which is so cute. Rocking chair. It's just quite cute. Over here I put reading nook or just relaxing nook. I added some plants over here just to fill up this space, and then here I did 2 dressers because I think that one seemed like very little and very little space. Under this space I just clutter with different shoes and a couple of boxes, so it looks a little bit more lived in. Then here we have the bed, which is the one that comes with here. Yeah, and that's it. This is the whole house. I'm really happy with the outcome. I've actually been enjoying using this bag. I think there's many things that we will love using building later on, especially combined with others. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities to the new things that we had. This challenge wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I'm glad for that. At the beginning, the first few rooms, it was a little bit confusing, but then it came out okay. I don't know, I like it. I'll put this house in the gallery. My ID is TheSimmersNook, just as this channel's name, the same. And you can find every build that I've done there. If you want to see me doing more challenges and more things like this, you can give me ideas down below. You can also tell me if you prefer this format with me and my face over here, although sometimes I'm just basically building and ignoring the camera because I can't do 2 things at once. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support me, feel free to give it a like and comment, you know that helps a lot. I put out videos every Friday, or at least I try. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!